What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Evan and I make videos about hot stocks, dividends, and options. So if that interests you guys, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss when I upload. Now in today's video, we're going to do a slight recap as to why NIO is up so much, sort of recapping something I went over in yesterday's video in case you guys missed it. And then we're also going to cover why NIO is up so much today and why they actually surpassed $35 for their share price. I'll also kind of give my opinion towards the end and what I think of NIO going forward and whether NIO is still a buy at this $35 and $36 area. But before we get into the video, if you guys wouldn't mind going down and hitting the like button, it really does help out the channel and it lets me know that you guys are enjoying these videos. So when I see more likes, I'm more inclined to continue making videos like these. So if you guys do enjoy these updates, make sure you guys hit the like button. Also, I just wanted to mention that I'm sorry if the title and the thumbnail seem repetitive. I tend to use a similar title each time NIO breaks a new high and continues going upwards. So just keep that in mind when you're watching these videos. I'm not trying to be repetitive. Just those titles and thumbnails seem to get people's attention more than anything else. But now jumping into it, NIO is up over 6% at 6.3% today, and they've actually hit over the $35 mark. And the $35 range kind of seemed like a strong resistance range, at least psychologically. Now I think the next mark is going to be $40, but I definitely don't think many investors expected NIO to hit $35 so soon, especially taking into account the fact that JP Morgan put out a price prediction of $40 by next June. And I believe they put that price prediction out when NIO is around $27 to $30, somewhere in that range. And now NIO is already climbing towards that $40 mark. They could possibly even hit $36 by the end of the trading day today. And that would be huge for NIO. But now I kind of want to compare NIO to the overall market. So if we take a look at NIO's 1 week, they're up 26.6% and it's been a steady climb upwards all week. And now looking at SPY, which kind of watches the overall market, SPY is up almost 1.3% on the week. And you can see most of the week, SPY was actually pretty flat. They had a couple drops and a couple spikes, but it wasn't anything major. And now today, SPY is actually up a decent bit compared to the rest of the week. And that's also part of why NIO is up, I believe. But we'll cover one of the bigger catalysts that pushed NIO's share price up higher today. But before we actually get into that and why NIO's share price is higher today than it was yesterday even, I want to cover why they actually spiked up so much yesterday. And it was because of October deliveries. NIO actually delivered 5,055 vehicles and that represented a 100.1% year-over-year growth. And if you guys watched yesterday's video, you know I already covered this in that video. But for anybody who missed that video, or for those who are wondering why NIO is up so much yesterday and today, this is one of the main reasons, and it's because of these deliveries of over 5,000 in 1 month. And if we actually look at the total number of deliveries, NIO delivered 31,400 vehicles in 2020 so far. And this doesn't take into account the fact that November and December deliveries are yet to come out. By the end of 2020, I think NIO should see at least 40,000 vehicles delivered. And then going into 2021, the goal is to deliver 12,500 vehicles per month, which would be equivalent to 150,000 vehicles by the end of 2021. But now getting into the reason why NIO spiked up even higher today is because another price prediction came out from this German bank and they raised their price target by $8 up to $34 per share. Now this is following their record deliveries that they set, and they just released those delivery numbers yesterday. And then today we see this German bank increase their price forecast by $8. It was previously $26 per share. So to see all these new price forecasts coming out, it almost seems like they're weekly. I think there's definitely something to be said about NIO and that they have a long-term business plan. And I think if you're investing in NIO, it definitely should be a long-term play. If you're trying to day trade or swing trade NIO, I'm not really sure what to tell you whether you should invest or not, because you never really know what could happen with NIO, or any stock for that matter, in a matter of days or weeks if you're day trading or swing trading. For all we know, NIO could pull back by 25%, and then they'll be back down into the mid $20 range. And a lot of people probably are expecting this to happen because they're kind of wondering why NIO is up so high and why it seems like they're continuing upwards with little or no pullbacks. And that is something to be said. NIO has been increasing quite substantially, and it is due in part to these new catalysts that are constantly driving up the price of NIO, like these new price forecasts. It started with the $40 price forecast from JP Morgan, and then Morgan Stanley put out a forecast of $33, and now this German bank upgraded their forecast to $34. So these are sort of the catalysts that start the momentum for NIO going up. And then as this happens, a lot of people see the price going up and they buy in out of the fear of missing out. Not only that, but options traders, they're at an all-time high recently for buying into NIO. And there's a lot of calls expiring both short and long term on NIO. And these options traders are really influencing the price, in my opinion. We haven't seen anything like this, at least for NIO, up until the last month or so. Now, there were options traders, but the amount of options traders is increasing constantly, and it's constantly helping to drive up the price of NIO. Now, transitioning back to this article that reported the deliveries for NIO, I kind of wanted to go over what's going to happen for NIO going into the future, because right now there's a lot of options traders, like I mentioned, and there's just a lot of people buying into NIO. But I don't think a lot of these people have done the proper research and know what to expect from NIO going into the future. But one of the big factors that makes me very bullish on NIO, especially long term, is the EV market as a whole. Because right here it says that NIO is expected to dominate about 30% of the premium passenger EV market, or around 334,000 units by 2025. Now, if NIO were able to accomplish this and they were able to put out about 30% of the passenger vehicles in China, that would be a huge amount of deliveries for NIO, as well as a big increase to the overall EV market. And I know somewhere I've read that by the year 2035, China wants to take out all gas-powered engines. So that should kind of give you an idea of where both NIO and the electric vehicle market is headed in the future. If in the next 15 years there's no gas-powered or internal combustion engines, well, NIO and Tesla and all these other EV companies, Li Auto, XPeng, they're all going to have to improve, and they're all going to get much larger, and that would mean that their share price, in theory, would go up quite a bit. And just right now, NIO actually has 6 buy ratings, 3 holds, and 1 sell rating. And I think as we progress into the future, we're going to see more and more buy ratings from more analysts, and there's just going to be more and more people investing in NIO. I mean, right now, NIO is all over social media, and they're constantly being talked about. I mean, just on my channel, I'm talking about them almost every weekday because there's constantly new updates for NIO, and NIO's share price is constantly going up. So as long as NIO doesn't do anything bad or lie about their numbers or revenue or anything, I think they're kind of on the fast track to continue going upwards. So again, looking at NIO's share price, they're over $35, right around that $35.50 mark. And this is just crazy because I don't think people even expected NIO to hit over $30 by the end of the year, at least as of a month or two ago. Now, I've been saying for a while I expected NIO to hit $40 by the end of the year, but at the current rate that they're going up, I could easily see them hitting $50 or more by the end of the year. And I think if you're long term on NIO, meaning like you plan on holding NIO at a minimum of 2 years, but preferably like 5 to 10 years or more, in my mind, there's really never a bad time to buy into NIO. Because if you look at what they're doing right now, their business model is very long term. And it's not like they're trying to make everything right now, even though they are progressing very nicely with their technologies and they're trying to compete with Tesla. I think both they know and investors know that it's long term. And it's not something to just jump into and then sell out once you make a quick profit. For sure, if you hold long term, you're going to make a lot more money than if you just buy in and sell out for a quick profit. But of course, you guys know I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't advise you to buy NIO stock, and I can't tell you to sell it if you already own it. But for me, I think NIO is a long-term play, and you should buy with the intention of holding for at least 5 to 10 years. That's when you're going to see those monster gains, as long as nothing terrible happens for NIO in the future. They could easily turn into the next Tesla if they keep increasing at the rate they're going. So that's kind of my opinion on what I think about NIO and if I think they're a buy right now still. But if you're worried about having too high of a share price, just dollar cost average your way in. And I've mentioned this multiple times before. Just set aside a certain amount of money each week or each month, and then buy as many shares as you can with that money. And then you'll get the average share price of NIO, and you won't have to worry if NIO is at the highest and you buy in and then NIO drops, because you'll be getting more of an average price. But speaking of NIO's share price, if you guys are invested in NIO and you're okay with sharing down in the comments, I kind of want to hear what your guys' average price is and how many shares you guys own. It's kind of interesting to see where everybody else bought in and what their average price is. So let me know down in the comments if you guys are comfortable with sharing that. Also, if you guys haven't signed up for Webull, sign up using the link in the description, deposit $100, and you get 3 free stocks when you deposit $100. Make sure you guys get in on this promotion while it's still available, because you don't want to miss out on 3 free stocks. Also, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like because it really does help out the channel. And with that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you back here in the next one. Bye.